It's tabletop time. I'm Gareth.
I'm Dave.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Jen.
What the fuck was that?
I rolled a 13, you rolled a 9.
I thought it was a round from the
No,
highest.
it's in order of the dice.
Oh.
Has it always been that?
Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
If
we
you roll a
always-
20, you can
Yeah.
decide what order it is.
It's not, it's not just clockwise.
Did I go out of order then?
You tried to, but then you were correct, because Jen rolled a
Okay.
6.
Okay, that's fine then.
So this is all staying in the video
It's
too.
fine. Yeah.
And welcome to episode 2 of Book Breakers that I am running today.
Ooh, say what? Haha.
What book am I running?
Yes.
I'm running the book ARTEMIS FOWL.
Yay.
And in preparing tonight, I actually kind of was like, man, I wish I could just run a one-shot at ARTEMIS FOWL. So there you go. So it'll be a bit different tonight. So you've got your characters. We have a new character to introduce, Rob.
We do.
Tell me about your character.
My character is Alexander Duplassis. He is a former French special ops soldier. How he got into the Book Breakers, no one knows. But he's a very physically fit man. He's a fighter by, trade and, that's his life. He's 51, so he's quite old. But he's still quite fit. And he's very forgetful.
Fair enough. Cool. And a quick recap on your characters for those playing at home that might have ignored the first one and gone straight for ARTEMIS FOWL.
My character's name is Jack, a 19-year-old rookie. New to the job. Excited to be here. That's it.
And my name is Lyria, and I'm a 21-year-old female who has a vocation in folkloristics, and she's super into fairy tales and knows everything about them.
I think that'll be useful for this one. Like, really useful.
I think so.
Cool. Well, we'll start our session and we will open up at the headquarters of the Book Breakers, the most beige of beige locations imaginable. And we will commence with a lot of you sitting around waiting for your next assignment. Your previous editor, Richard Smythe, has gone off on an important engagement. You've been assigned a new editor who will come and introduce themselves to you.
Is it him?
It is.
Okay.
So you can go and say hi to your new people.
I'm really tempted to just sit there as if I've forgotten the fact that I'm supposed to introduce myself to them. It's like, oh shit, I know I'm forgetting something. What?
I just want to see how far I had to come in until it came into your camera.
Oh, you gotta get pretty close.
Proceed.
That's okay. You're allowed to do that.
Proceed.
Proceed. Okay. I'm just gonna have a bit of narrative replay here. About 15 minutes after you were supposed to meet your new editor, a bearded, balding man. Yep, bearding and balded man
yes.
approaches you, and he, in a blustering kind of voice, he's like, "Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. Hello, I'm Alexander. I'll be your editor for our next mission. I believe Richard's gone off doing whatever the hell it is he does, but I am here to lead you."
Lovely to meet you, Alexander. Thank you for coming. I'm very excited to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And who are you?
My name is Lyria. It's good to meet you.
Lyria is where is that name from?
I came up with it.
You-
Read it in a book once.
Okay. Okay. Very well. Does anybody know where that damn scribe got to with our mission?
We've been waiting here for a little while. He's got to be here sometime.
So I didn't miss him. I beat him here. Oh, thank God.
Apparently so.
Good.
Good.
There's a small and soft from the corner of the room, and a rather gaunt-looking man wearing a perfectly beige suit that blends like with the wall is standing there with a manila folder, and he's just sort of half behind a pot plant, but not meaning to hide, just so bland that none of you noticed that he was there. And he says, "I've been waiting for you.
Oh, good. Pleasure.
I have your assignment.
Thank you.
It is a difficult one today, so best of luck."
Oh? Let's see.
Rank A. Rank A.
Rank A. Oh.
What does that mean?
With just us three?
That's right.
Ugh, of course. The agency is always shorting us on the staff.
So the book is a children's novel, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's called ARTEMIS FOWL. Are any of you familiar with it?
Never heard of it.
Anyone?
No, can't say I have.
Heard of it?
Well, basically, something's amiss with the story, and this is a classic investigation job. So you'll have to go in there and find out exactly what's wrong and then fix it.
That's what we do. We're book binders.
See, we can tell, obviously, that the book has come unstuck, but what's been done to set those dominoes in effect is a bit of a mystery without being in the world, speaking to the people and seeing exactly where things have gone wrong. I will be in contact with you over the radio. We have our extra-dimensional radio on this mission.
If only you had the radio thing on here, man.
Very, very well.
So, make sure you take your extra-dimensional book radio so I can communicate with you. And I will give you updates as you change them. What's wrong there, Rob?
Tally hair.
Very well. Can I take the interdimensional radio off him?
Yes, he hands you the interdimensional extraplanar radio.
Cool.
Awesome. And then he says you may enter. We suggest starting at FOWL Manor. Yes.
Very well. Let us prepare before we head off.
And then he wanders out of the room.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
And at any point, because none of you are familiar with the book, you can ask me for information.
Okay.
And we'll assume that you have some prepared information or have access to it. So, yeah, you just feel free to ask me if you need a.
Is
a
there
point in
a
the direction.
particular book in this series that
You are going into
partaking
the
in?
first book.
Oh, the very first.
Yes. ARTEMIS FOWL.
Ah. Is that foul as in FOWL
Yes,
or
it's his
FOUL?
It's FOWL.
Okay.
It's his surname.
Very well. Let us enter.
Well, it's up to the editor, the manner in which you enter, and you've been told where you should go. And the when of which you should go is to the conclusion of the story,
Okay.
to determine what's fundamentally different, and then you'll receive new orders once you report back.
Okay. Very well, team. Let's go. And I stand up and I walk towards, however, the function which we haven't decided about actually
Is
enter
it
a book.
portal, perhaps?
It's
Let us walk through the
type of
portal of
Stasis
bookery.
chamber. Mm-hmm.
My son, way older than a 19-year-old, but I'm going with this
I'm
voice anyway.
definitely going to forget
Everyone's
the
just
radio
adapting.
on my desk.
Yes.
It's the contagious voice that's spreading around.
Yes,
the
I'm
table.
now like this.
I'm definitely going to forget the radio on my desk.
Okay, so you walk out. Can I get the two of you to make perception checks, please? Challenge level 3.
Sorry, it's better in the works
It's
already.
fine. It's fine. Critically fail.
Yep.
She has no idea.
So I've got nothing in perception, so it's 3 base. And
Sick. Do you have any reflexes?
reflexes.
Your
you
attributes
got
at
one.
the top.
All right,
you got
yes,
one,
I
so you
did.
get 4 dice.
4 dice. I'm not left-handed.
1 success. Okay, so no one notices that you have left the...
Oh, no.
Rob!
I'm sorry. It's what would happen.
All right, this is already going to go off the fucking deep end. Oh my god. Okay, so now I have no way of communicating
No,
to
you're not
you.
coming with us on this journey.
I have no way of communicating to you
I'm so sorry.
as they observe the changes.
I'm so
The
sorry.
entire narrative structure will unravel.
I'm so sorry.
Let's continue,
It's fine.
intrepid explorers.
Shit.
Cool. So how are you getting in the place?
Did we jump into a
We're
book
going
or
through the
a
portal.
portal
and
of
appearing,
book?
Cool.
Agree.
What do you look like? You know, the usual.
Human. I would say, honestly, I think we could go in looking like ourselves for the most part. Maybe just dressed style appropriate to the era that we're entering.
Yeah, it's modern enough.
Yep, cool.
Well, they are wearing black.
Foul Manor, what are we talking in terms of like servants and house staff?
There are only 2 house staff. There is Butler and Juliet Butler, his younger sister. So it's just currently, from what you know, at this stage, it should be ARTEMIS FOWL II, his mother, and their 2 sort of servants. One of them is like a teenage girl, though. The other one is an adult male.
Okay. And from the dossier that I would have read, is there anything I know that the house might be lacking or needing that we could enter under the guy's house? I feel like if it's the conclusion of the first book, Artemis has had some dealing with the fairies. So my first instinct is to use Lyria's skills as a folklorist.
Okay.
And potentially take that opening. But does Artemis Fowl's mother know anything about the going on?
Artemis Fowl's mother is like paranoid, schizophrenic, bipolar, bedridden.
So if we answer the door...
At the end of the book, though, she should not be that. She should be normal and happy because
like she's got a
Artemis,
spell.
spoiler alert, wishes for her to be better.
Okay.
That's lovely.
She
But
starts
she's
to
not.
recover.
In this instance, she's not. Oh, we wait to be seen.
You wait, remains to be seen.
Okay.
It seems that she is fine. It seems everything is fine according to the book. It seems to be a happy ending, which seems very odd because it isn't a book series that really like. It seems like a happy ending, traditional happy ending.
So
Which,
we're at the end of the book.
yeah,
and it's
just
all
to assess
happy?
the stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so you're about to arrive. So you're going to be in or outside the manor grounds?
I would say outside.
Cool. Whoosh! You appear outside the manor grounds in beautiful, beautiful island, and in front of you is a large manor. The manor.
Shall we approach the manor and knock on the door?
I think so. I think our best bet is again I think our best bet is to approach this as a traveling tutors. We've all got our fields that we could
Oh, tutors.
tutors.
Tutelage.
Yes. Tutelage. Yes. The man is young, and I'm sure there's many things we can teach him. I'm good at combat, folklorist. Digby, what were you good at again?
Do you call me Digby?
Isn't that your name?
No, it's Jack.
Jack. Sorry, I'll remember that.
I'm good at things. Good at being new to things and not knowing what's happening.
You can be our servant.
Ah, crap.
All right, tally-ho, let's go.
Cool.
It is
So you're just walking up. There's a long, winding road that leads up to the.
This
Fowl
is a
Manor.
long, winding road, this is.
There's a gate, a large gated entrance.
Oh, a gate.
The gate is wide open.
Oh.
Is there a buzzer?
There is a buzzer.
I would like to press the buzzer.
Cool. The buzzer buzzes for a little while. And then it answers. God, I'm not going to do Irish accents for this whole thing. I just can't. I just can't.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I can't do a rich person who's Irish. Oh, God. Okay, I'll try, but it's going to be awful. Greetings.
Hello.
Come on up. The gate's open.
Oh, okay.
That was easy.
We walk up. That was easy.
Cool. So you start heading up the grounds. As soon as you enter the grounds, you see the large, winding, sort of circular driveway that leads up to the front of the manor. And the manor looks pristine, well kept. There's some recent construction work that seems to have been done. And there's also a large truck, which has advertising on the side of it for a toy company. And you can see the silhouette of someone bouncing up and down sort of on a half pipe off to the side, and then another silhouette doing that off to the side, and then
Radical.
yeah, it looks pretty radical. And then the manor's sort of, so there's some people seemingly skateboarding on a half pipe, and then straight ahead of you is the manor.
Shall we approach the front door? See who answers.
Yes. We'll talk to the parents in the house. Not those ragamuffins over there on the half pipe.
I'm actually going to go wander off while these guys and go
Okay.
have a look at the
Where are you wandering off to?
towards the half pipe.
All right, so you go to the half pipe and you guys go to the front door.
Yeah.
All right, you get to the half pipe first, and you see what looks like a rather fit and healthy looking 12-year-old Irish boy, and you'd guess about the same age girl, and they're skating on a half pipe, and they pull to a stop and look over at you, and the girl says, "Hi, how's it going?"
Yeah, good. How are you?
"I'm good. What are you doing here?"
We just had something we needed to deliver. There's some maintenance on the house, so we're just coming by. I'm just an apprentice.
"Oh, that's cool. What do you do? An apprentice?"
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I love it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm going to get back to skating with Artie, okay?
Artemis?
Yeah, and he like flicks a cool salute at you as he does a cool trick on his skateboard.
Sick. Cool, no worries. All good. Yeah, have fun, guys.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And they go back to skateboarding out the front.
Okay, and I'll go back to the front of the house.
Cool. And you guys get to the front of the house and knock on the door.
Thank you.
A woman answers the door. She has a clipboard and a sort of business skirt dress looking thing. And she looks at you all and says, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexander. This is my manservant, Doug.
Who let you in?
The gate was open and a young man allowed us through on the speaker box.
Oh, Artemis Senior. He's so kind on newcomers. So what can I do for you?
Well, I myself and my compatriot... Where did she go?
Over to the half pipe. I think she's coming back now.
That young lady over there. We are interested in working for you as tutors for the young man.
Tutors?
Aye.
For the young Artemis?
Yes.
Oh, he doesn't... I don't think he'd need tutors. He's very smart.
Oh, but we can be very useful.
Really?
Oh, I believe so.
He probably won't be needing... He's actually going to boarding school next year.
There's always summer school time between.
It's going to be a bit hard. He's going to be going to school in America.
But he's not leaving yet, surely.
Oh, wow. In a couple of weeks.
But that's enough time. We can get some knowledge in his noggin.
It's a bit odd, this...
We do have someone who is fluent in fairy.
Folklorist.
Folklorist,
Folklorist. Can we talk with the young man, see what he thinks?
You're welcome to. He's just out the front, but I don't think he'll have much use or interest in fairy tales. Anyway, otherwise, if that's all, yeah, I'm sorry. We're not in need of any help of that kind.
We'll see. That remains to be seen. We can be very useful and very informative.
She just kind of stands in the doorway, and you can wander back over to the half pipe if you want.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'm gonna switch places and say to you guys as I go through and say, Artemis is over there. Do you want me to go have a chat to her?
Sounds like a good idea.
Of course. Yes.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna walk
Alright.
over to the
So
house.
you guys head
Walk
over
over
to
to
this
Artemis.
half pipe.
Yep.
And he stops skating, lands after a cool trick,
Wicked cool
and
moves.
he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Hello, young Artemis, is it?
Aye, that's me.
Aye. Why did I say aye?
Aye.
The Irish is catching.
What can I help you with?
My name is Alexander, and my compatriot here and the young woman you just spoke to are interested in potentially offering our services as tutors to you. We have a nice wide range of skills and knowledge available.
I'm not too interested in learning.
Not at all.
Not really.
A young man such as yourself, surely you'd want to better yourself.
I've got everything I need.
Now, surely you can't have everything.
I'm going to a pretty fancy school next year. They should teach me what I need to know.
Those places. They teach you what they think you need to know.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hyper-intelligent kid. I'm going to say that didn't pass.
I mean, I've got to roll his counterplay. And it didn't pass, but not by as much as you'd think. Didn't you get 2?
Got 1.
Yeah, okay. So, no.
Yeah.
And he's just like, nah, mister. Now, if you got nothing else, you better be heading off. All right, you're going to talk to the lady at the door.
I'm
Yep.
also going to give a really quick description of what I look like. I want to be really like hip and modern, so like maybe pink hair, just kind of fashionable clothing, relaxed but cool.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And we can conjure up small stuff, small items in these universes.
He can. The editor can.
Only the editor
Yeah.
can. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to approach the door. Is she still standing there or is she disappeared?
She was just about to go back in, but you catch her attention.
Say, oh, sorry, miss. Can I just grab you for a sec?
Yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
There's a lot of visitors in one day. This is very unusual.
Yeah, I apologize. Look, I'm usually the person that talks, that does all the talking and the boring stuff. My name's Lyria. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
So, look, basically, I'm from a talent agency, and I'm just looking to maybe have a conversation. I've heard so much about your son and his friend as well. We're looking at doing some shoots, some skateboarding shoots, and I was wondering if you might be interested.
Who do you represent? She says, interested.
I...
Make a deception check. Challenge level 3. You got it. She says, "Oh, I'm sure he'll like that. I'll have to talk to his mother or father though."
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. We were just wondering, is it okay if I just have a quick chat to him, if that's okay?
Well, I'm sure with this kind of thing, it's probably better to deal with his parents.
Oh, absolutely, of course. I don't want to get in trouble with the parents now, do we?
But this is due to your connections. I'm assuming you found out through the company, right?
Oh, yeah. I name off the toy company that I saw in the car.
The company. Cool.
Of the van that's parked out.
Yeah.
Front. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're good buddies. Yeah.
Cool. All right. No worries. I'll set up a meeting.
No worries. I'll just leave my business card in your mailbox for you.
Go for it. Thank you.
Great. No worries.
Then you walk off. Or she closes the door.
Cool.
What are you looking at?
Now, at this point,
He's looking over
the
at the map.
party would receive a radio call to inform them of the noted changes.
But we can't.
But someone left the radio at the headquarters. So you're going to have to figure it out for yourselves. And you have never read the book.
Can we go back and get that radio? Can we remember the radio's not here? And go back in?
Nah, you're flopped.
Oh, that was my plan.
Jen,
really.
it's all on you, baby. You have passing knowledge of ARTEMIS FOWL.
Okay.
Since you know the books, can you give us a little bit of a background on what you think might be going on here?
Well, everything. It's all completely messed up.
Oh my.
I am going to approach ARTEMIS again. And say...
You haven't talked to ARTEMIS yet. You spoke to his hip
friend.
girlfriend, Mel.
Okay. So, how much information do I know?
I don't know, Rob. How much information do all you guys know? Do you get to read the books beforehand?
No, you get the dossier.
Okay.
So how much information does the dossier give us?
So you know that this is an investigation mission, that everything in the book is broken and you had to go in, find out what the situation was and then report back, and then they would pinpoint what had happened so you could go and fix it.
Okay, because we don't have the radio, but I would have read the dossier before I left.
Yeah, so you know you need to
Okay.
report back your findings.
And I've read the book. Theoretically.
No? No, not
No?
You
necessarily.
said you had passing knowledge of it.
No, that's Jen has passing knowledge of.
But how are we supposed to
No,
know
when
what's
Mr.
different?
Bookworm came
Oh,
up.
yeah, right.
How are we supposed to know what's different if no one's read the book?
Or someone's meant to tell you. But you can realize the problem, though. You can identify that you now need to do something that you were incapable of doing.
I'm going to huddle everyone together
Yep.
in the corner for 2 secs, and I tell you what I've told the wife,
Okay.
assuming wife. And I say, clearly something's very wrong.
Yes, of course. Why don't you explain and I'll tell you if I've come to the same conclusions.
Same.
I feel like we need to prove first if they know the existence of other beings. Because if that hasn't come to light, then something is super wrong.
The existence of other beings. As in fairies, etc., etc.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Colin,
Back in the office.
Colin, where's that radio?
Back in the office. I forgot it. Sorry.
Oh, blasted kid. Diana, do you want to run back and get it?
Diana.
Her name.
Diana.
Yes?
Lyria.
My name is Lyria.
Oh, my bad. I am sorry. Lyria.
Who's Diana?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was you.
Right, I'll back in a second.
Okay. Can she just teleport out? Yeah. So you
Leave, I go get
teleport
the
back.
radio or something.
All right. So you bump.
I throw it at you.
You bump into the scribe while you're in the halls. Oh, a different scribe. This is. We didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Didn't expect we'd forget this, and I point at the radio.
The trans-dimensional radio. So what have you found? I'll report it back.
Okay, no worries. The world's messed up completely. Everything seems very happy. Fairy tale ending.
Yes.
And they like skateboarding.
Did anything particularly strange? Skateboarding? Mm-hmm. Anything else that was very out of place?
No,
No.
we're not here.
Okay. Well, we'll do some investigating and call in on the radio.
No worries.
Cool. And then you pop back with your radio. And shortly after the radio buzzes to
Don't give it
life,
to me. That's a bad idea.
Actually, that's a good point. I take it back.
and it says,
We've studied the text, and we believe we have pinpointed the problem. You see, it appears that ARTEMIS FOWL Senior has been coerced into a particular dealing with someone he wasn't supposed to prior to the events of the first novel. It seems, in fact, that he made a deal with
the company.
and it changed the course of the story forever. He was meant to make a deal with Coke, but instead, it's gone horribly wrong.
As in the drink.
Yes, the drink.
God.
So, at this point, you recall that in the original version of the ARTEMIS FOWL book, ARTEMIS FOWL Senior was trying to go clean after many years as a life as a mafia criminal. And ARTEMIS FOWL Senior did a major deal investing most of the family's money to get 250,000 cans of Coca-Cola imported into Russia. En route, his ship was shot by a Stinger missile by the Russian mafia who didn't like him moving in on their turf. He sank offshore and was presumed dead.
Also, this isn't can of Coke, is it? Is it actual cans of Coke?
Actually, cans of Coke. Legitimate Coca-Cola.
I don't know.
Okay.
He was trying to go straight, and then, yeah.
Okay.
So we need to go.
So your
find-
new mission is to go to a new location, which is the company's boardroom office, and spoil ARTEMIS FOWL Senior's meeting so that he has to meet with Coca-Cola instead.
Cool. Great.
Very well. We can do that. What path do you think we should do? What would be best? We want to go in there and storm the boardroom? Take them hostage?
I think we should use our brains
Yeah,
in this
I'm-
situation.
I'm not
We're not strong like you, sir.
Oh, you don't need to be strong. Just wave a big enough gun around.
I'm sorry, what?
Wave a big enough gun around.
I don't think that that's a great idea in this economy.
I'm quite weak.
Maybe we go scope the place out first. I think that's probably
Also a good idea.
All right, and you are sent a place and time to teleport to the company headquarters in Los Angeles, America.
great.
Cool.
We go.
Let's.
All right.
You arrive,
Click our
But
heels.
we're now suited more corporate. Like
suited in corporate outfits.
corporate attire.
Do you arrive inside or outside the building?
In the lobby.
The lobby.
The lobby.
So you appear in the bathroom that adjoins the lobby and wander into the lobby.
Okay.
Because people popping into existence is probably problematic, right?
Yes.
Right, you wander into the lobby just in time to see a man you've seen in the dossier, a picture of ARTEMIS FOWL Senior with his sort of pale complexion and short black hair, walking with a personal bodyguard with a briefcase up towards the central elevator. He presses a button on the elevator.
So we want him to meet with Coke. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, not this company.
Not the
You want to
company he's
spoil
currently
this
meeting
meeting.
What?
Oh, okay.
Can I go over and see what number he's about to press?
Make a perception check. Challenge level 2. You succeed. You spot the number he presses on the elevator.
Great.
He presses it and rises. He doors close and he heads up.
Wonderful.
Okay, what number was it?
She knows the number.
Great. Should
Can
we
we,
try?
can we get straight past reception, or do we have to speak to someone?
There is
to
a
get
reception
buzzed in?
desk, and it looks like someone will sort of stop you. A security officer sits
Without
at the reception desk.
Hello, we're lawyers from Duncan, and Duncan. We've been sent as an intermediary for the dealings between the company and one Artemis Fowl Senior.
I don't have you on the books for that Duncan and Duncan.
Well, I can tell you it was last minute, so those other lawyers pulled out. It was a good score for our company.
We are legal representation right now. You don't want to mess with us.
It's in your best interest to say.
It's my job to stop here.
Make a deception check. Who wants to be the primary actor?
Yeah, who does want to be the primary actor?
Can I just look imposing in my suit? Because I'm a big man.
Yes.
No, I'm going to stand there and look imposing. That's my assist.
Okay. You
got-
can make a. How are you going to help Gareth?
I've got one deception.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't have any skills in deception.
So, how would you help the?
Oh, what would I do?
Yeah, what would you do to assist this argument?
I would. Is the what gender is the receptionist?
Male.
Okay, I change my tone and get very nice.
Okay.
Can I fluff out documentation?
Yeah, you can magically create stuff.
I want to make some magical documentation and just like flip it into her suitcase. Briefcase.
I'm going to get you to make a deception check. I'm going to get whoever is the primary actor, but you just tell me who wants to be the one that's talking.
Who does want to be the one that's...
Do you have intelligence?
It's been Rob so far.
I do.
Yeah, it's you. I'm going to stand there looking imposing, and I'm hoping that will be allowed as an assist.
Cool. Okay, so you can make an assist.
What's my base?
Strength. Strength athletics.
I'll take it.
That's fine. But I'm gonna make this a hard assist. So it's gonna be 4 is the challenge level for the assist. Scarce used rule. But this guy his job is to not be intimidated.
1,
Woo!
2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
So you get +1 win to your check. So you need to make a deception check. But the challenge level is only going to be 2 because you have documentation. Although it isn't quite perfect.
He's not a lawyer.
Does that mean
Yeah,
that
exactly.
a failed roll is
He's a
Challenge
bullshit.
level is 2. So you only need to get 1 success to win.
You can do this.
You do it.
Nailed it.
So he lets you through. And you make it to the elevators.
me? I press the
Good
number.
day, sir.
You step into the elevator. There is someone in the elevator from one of the basement car park levels. Sits there and looks at you and sort of tussles with their little string necktie.
We wouldn't recognize them.
No.
We don't want to draw
Good
attention to
afternoon
ourselves.
there.
Hello.
Evening.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Fine.
Well, thank you.
Too damn hot here.
Hey, heading up to the same floor.
Yes, please.
Ain't that a coinky dink?
And he like bustles out his shirt,
His bridges.
his breeches, and then he just says, "What y'all here for?"
We were late hire intermediaries for the meeting between the company and one Artemis Fowl Senior.
Oh, well, that's 2 coinky dinks in one day. I'm sitting in on them too.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Alexander from Duncan, and Duncan.
I'm Michael from Texas.
Pleasure to meet you.
Can I?
Texas Roadhouse.
Have we pressed
Not
the
the
button?
state. I'm actually from.
No, I think
I'm actually
he has,
from
he's a doorbell
Arkansas.
guy. I think
Oh,
he has-
right.
he has
I
to
spent a
press
lot of time in Texas, though.
I've never been.
Can I, while he's having this very vivid conversation.
Yeah.
Can I like lean over and press the button?
Yeah.
Yes.
The elevator's been going up this
Oh,
whole
I
time.
thought he was
No,
just
he'd
doing
already
it.
pressed the
Oh,
button.
great.
All right, so
Awesome.
you head up to the floor, elevator dings. You're on a floor with, it's mostly dominated by very expensive executive boardroom. There's a bunch of people bustling about, and sitting down at the table right now, you can see ARTEMIS FOWL's dad, and you can see a whole bunch of executives. There's, pictures of the character with the character's ears around the place. There's lots of little toys. And it seems to be just from a brief look over that it's a kind of to import toys. It's like a toy sort of arrangement. And you you also note that there's a staff area, there's a little area, a reception area. There's also an area where you can make coffee and tea and things like that. It would obviously be brought into the boardroom. There's toilets, and yeah, there you go. It's one of those glass-walled boardrooms, so you can sort of see into it.
So is the meeting already taking place?
And now, well, it's also back in a boardroom. Look at that.
Ooh, got a boardroom
But
background.
they're just sitting down to start the meeting.
So everyone's sort of like
Okay.
talking and stuff while they're. getting
I
ready.
think we should just bustle in and sit towards the outer edge, the big chairs against the wall.
As if we deserve to be there.
Yes.
As if we're supposed to be
Walk
there.
in with confidence.
Yes.
I think if we shadow the what was his name?
With what?
The dude in the
Texas guy?
elevator?
It was his name was Michael from Texas. Michael from Texas.
All right.
Texas Roadhouse.
All right. Well, we're going to follow in Michael. Well, I would lead in with Michael as if I'm supposed to be with him.
All right. So all of you going into the boardroom.
Yeah.
You lead into the boardroom, and briefly a receptionist stops you and says, "We weren't expecting you."
Sorry, I just went to the southern. Hello, we were a late addition to hire to act as an intermediary and what's it called when two people are arguing in this? A mediator. And mediators for the deal between the company and one ARTEMIS FOWL Senior. Here are the papers.
I'll get you some more chairs.
Oh, thank you.
And she dashes out. And over the course of the next 2 minutes, some more chairs are brought in.
Lovely.
And there's a whole bunch of people sitting around everywhere. And yeah, what do? You ushered to a seat.
We sit down. I'm going to get out my briefcase and like unfold it and get the contract and just prop it up as if I'm going to be doing something with it.
Can I ask you quietly? It's probably not going to be needed, but just in case, could you make for me like a tarot card or like a spell book or something like that
Okay.
magically?
Yes.
I'm not going to do anything with it yet, but
I'll do it. I'm
Cool.
just going to be
I feel like she's
perplexed.
got a plan here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we sit down.
You sit down and the meeting begins. And it continues basically until you guys are going to be agents in this meeting, because it's a multi-hour long meeting talking about an import-export deal of toys into the post-Warsaw Pact nations. Yeah, pretty much bringing the company's joy to various countries that have been resistant to its joy.
oh my gosh.
Is it a,
We're stopping
is it a
this
now.
slideshow presentation type of thing?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. And basically, ARTEMIS FOWL is the one who's going to use his internal connections to be the person who can bring their products in.
Okay, so we need to make him look stupid. We need to make him look silly, like he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Does it look like everything's going to get finalized in the deal?
Yeah, this is like the final meeting.
Right, okay.
Right.
Does it look like they're going to stop for recess or something?
Yeah, they will. They'll stop for recesses.
Cool.
You can just play it out till you're ready to do things. Imagine a board meeting. That's what you're sitting in on. There's no point in me kind of like flavoring it
Is
up.
there an agenda that they'd be following?
Vaguely, they're going through the steps of basically finalizing the deal, talking about the trade connections, talking about the arrangements, talking about the first shipment, taking on the FOWL Star. We going in?
Who's running the agenda? Is it a representative from the company or
Yes.
representative from
Yeah,
ARTEMIS?
representative from the company. Have to ruin a meeting. Job is to ruin the meeting.
I mean, could one of us physically have a medical emergency?
Shirley, Dawson.
What?
Dawson.
Yes. What are you
Shelley?
talking about? Who's Shelley and who's Dawson?
You're Dawson. She's Shirley.
I thought we were Dawson.
You hear a
No,
quick,
Duncan.
Oh, that one.
you hear a shh from next to you, and then
Shut up.
Now, I want to hear what these folk have to say. You came in here as mediators and intermediaries. What do you got to say? Artemis Fowl Senior looks over at you incredulously.
I just don't think it's a good idea. I turn to you.
I do have to agree.
I mean, where are these products even coming from?
And who's paying the manufacturing fee has not been properly discussed. But I think the crux of the issue is our client does not believe that the ownership rights of said product should transfer to the recipient of the...
I'm going to stop you right there, says Artemis Fowl Senior. I've never seen these people in my life.
We were a late hire. Duncan, and Duncan. I'm Alexander.
I hire all my staff myself.
No. As an intermediary between both.
And who hired you?
The company.
Surely you know the company.
No destiny roll for this.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in the company
this was bound
headquarters.
to
The other company.
15. So, there is a moment where all the executives just like look at each other, and it's just one of those bureaucratic things where no one possibly knows who did it or why, but because you're in the room and there's so many multi-layers of bureaucracy, they're just like, man, you must be meant to be here, and they just start nodding. They're like, yep, okay.
So we just want to make sure that you're making the best deal possible.
Precisely.
And I just think this needs some working through. There's just a lot of holes that we can see through this.
The deal's got to be done tomorrow. Come on. I've got other offers, you know.
That's fine. Tomorrow is workable. Look, how about you just give us some time to look over the papers for you and for them too?
Now, I don't like what these people are saying. After all, I'm going to say they need to be quiet. You say you work for the company. I don't think this is the case at all.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
I'm Michael from Texas Roadhouse.
Yes, but what do you do here?
I handle their
Who are
fried
you for
food
this?
contingency. It's an important aspect of the company's dealing.
No. From what I can see of the
No, man. You ever wondered how you get these shining mascot faces in a joyous meal box at your local fast food joint?
I do.
I'm your guy.
Yes, but the kids' toy meal is only a small fraction of the revenue we can make from these products. Tiny. Insignificant in relation to the entire deal.
And what about the legality? I mean, what if someone sells it on the street for a higher price?
I mean, it's going to Russia. They're going to be the legalities. That's why we're talking with this prestigious man here. The legality is kind
I
of
just think this
questionable.
is all a waste of time. Like, look, we can look through the papers for you, and the job is half done.
I don't need you to look through my paper. I mean, who are you? You're meddling too much. I say we adjourn this meeting.
A short recess.
All right, short recess. And then there's an executives nod, all like they're just like robots. They're like, yes, and me recess, of course. And everyone bustles out to the tea room. A couple of people stay.
I would group together. We need to end this meeting.
I think the tensions are running quite high in there already. I think we're doing
What
quite
if-
well.
What if we come up with a proposal from the other company, Coke, that's like too good to pass up, and he has to go now?
Wow, I keep imitating your accent. What the fuck?
Well, Michael from Texas is about to walk back into the room.
How would we play that off, knowing Artemis thinks we're from the company, so we can't exactly approach him as from Coke. I mean, hey, we have an offer for you that's better than ours. Doesn't play.
Unless there's something we can make to enhance that deal. What about a briefcase full of money?
Does he respond to money?
I meta. I would say that offering someone a briefcase full of cash to change an offer is probably against book breakers because it's a tangible asset that you'd be passing over to them that could impact the story.
Okay.
That's being very meta. I don't know if Dave agrees with that.
That's fine.
But that's just a suggestion. Like that's not
Your
necessarily.
ruling is fine, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
My other option was literally trying to convince him that we have information on other beings, and just to get him out of the meeting.
Well, what if we just cleared the room? Postponed till tomorrow, then it's too late for Artemis to do his deal.
And how would you suggest we do that?
I have two options.
Set off the sprinkler system.
That was one. The other was emetics in the tea.
Sorry, what?
Lizzie?
Emetics.
Diuretics.
Vomiting.
Oh,
Emetics.
wow, we're back to vomiting again. Nice.
Wouldn't
Was
we
it
have?
diarrhea last week?
Wouldn't we have to ensure that everyone in the room, or majority of the room?
No. A small portion of the room.
This is gonna end badly, isn't it?
Vomiting everywhere.
If five of the people in the room start vomiting at the same time, it'll clear the room. It's 1 in 4.
It's like a chain reaction of vomit.
Exactly.
Didn't this happen last book breakers?
The smell.
I
Perfect idea.
think the safer option is the fire system. If we just trigger the fire alarm, the building will get evacuated.
But vomit.
He could do both, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to have time
Put
to...
vomit in the sprinkler
Because
system.
if I sort of see people circling back in, I say, I don't think we've got time.
Fire.
Okay.
Sprinkler system then.
Are you happy to go?
Let's do it. Can we magic up a lighter of some type?
Just go pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait till everyone comes back in. Then.
Yeah.
You're just going to stand up in the room and...
No, because it's a building, so I'm assuming that's a linked fire system.
Okay, so everyone comes back into the boardroom.
No, like I would say, I would shuffle Craig out of the room with a lighter.
Okay, Craig leaves the room with the lighter. You happy with that?
My name keeps changing.
Great. Go to the bathroom.
He's
really quickly.
forgetful, so he's forgetting his
Set off that alarm.
Plus
Okay.
it's Jack.
So I go to the bathroom.
Who's
Okay,
Jack?
the meeting begins again.
Yep.
And you go to the bathroom.
Yep, they don't notice I've gone.
No?
Insignificant. So I go to the bathroom and try to go into a stall, but so I can stand up in the seat and set off the sprinkler system, but someone's already in there. Wait.
Are they?
Yeah. I've got terrible diarrhea.
You just wanted to add it.
Yep, I just wanted to add it. All right, they've just left.
Okay, they've left.
Stand up and try to flick the lighter.
It was the receptionist.
Oh.
Okay, so you stand up, the lighter, let's destiny roll.
It's a
it.
unisex toilet, apparently.
Oh, 16, heck yeah.
Alarm starts to blare.
What's the devil?
You get very wet, and people start very slowly reacting to an alarm. Across the table, a lawyer basically storms over to Artemis Fowl Senior and throws paperwork down, and they're having a conversation very quickly that you can't hear, like from your distance, while there's panic going on.
I'm going to storm over.
Just
Okay.
run in and go, fire,
You
fire,
storm
fire,
over.
fire.
Now, this is no time for paperwork. We must evacuate. The building could be on fire.
This deal's got to be
I
done.
start
You can't
shouting,
be signing this
let's
under
go,
duress.
Let's go, everyone out
It's a
of the room.
stressful situation.
No, I want to make money just like the rest of you. Pulls out a pen. This is a good deal. It's a good deal for me.
I'm going to take the papers.
No, sir, I must insist.
I'm going to grab a
You're not in
glass
your right
of
state of
water
mind.
that's from under the table
Yeah.
and throw it on his paperwork.
Okay.
And be like, there's a fire!
Chaos erupts and you ruin the paperwork. The guy glares at you from across the room. Michael from Texas locks eyes for a moment. And he just glares and he flashes the holster of a gun, like the handle of a gun. He glares at you and then he turns with a ridiculous amount of flair and storms out of the room with his head held high.
Do I get breaker vibes from him?
You get breaker vibes from him. And then Artemis Fowl Senior looks up at you and he's like, you've ruined me meeting. This is gonna take our family straight. Oh, you bastards.
No. I've heard of another open dealing that you might be able to have for import into Russia from another company, Coca-Cola. Have you heard of them?
I mean, not really, but we've only got Pepsi in Ireland.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Here, I fortunately have their business card.
All right, he takes it. He's like, we did have a meeting teed up. We almost cancelled, but I guess there's still rain coming down. They don't seem to care. He's like, I guess Coke it is.
Oh, it is.
I hope this one's a lucky one for me.
I'm sure it will be. They're very amenable clients.
And then he leaves, and you know your job has been done, and you've successfully ruined the deal with the company. A few weeks later, Artemis
no
Fowl
vomiting.
Artemis Fowl Senior is
Aw,
killed in a
It's not finished yet.
Stinger missile hit. Cool.
Oh, no.
So
We did it.
now you need to go and check the results.
So we go back to the end of the book.
Oh, what? Yes, you go back to the end of the book if you'd like to check if you fixed it.
Can we just do... Yeah, okay.
Lachlan, you got that radio still?
I do.
You want to give a buzz back to HQ and see what they've got to say?
Hello, I am Scribe Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
I am on the trans-dimensional radio.
I do believe we have been successful in our mission. Could you please check the text and confirm?
Yes, this book I'm not too familiar. Let me check. It says everyone is dead.
What?
Is that correct?
Am I speaking to Dracula?
No, you're speaking to Jeremiah the
Oh,
Scribe.
right. Sounds like Dracula all of a sudden.
Everyone is dead.
Hang on at the end.
Yeah. Dead.
So, is that... No, that is not correct. Something else is wrong. You should probably go check how they did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I hang up on you. That man is very strange.
Okay.
Very vampiric sounding.
God.
All right. So you head back to the end of the book and arrive at Fowl Manor. How are you dressed? Just normally?
I would say we've got a bit of a switch up in style.
We're tradies or something. Let's be completely different, I think.
Is the manor still in disrepair?
It's semi-disrepair, yeah.
Is there scaffolding still?
It actually seems like it's sustained some damage recently.
Is there scaffolding for repairs still?
No.
That's gone.
Yeah.
We're tradies. We're coming here to fix
Right.
it.
Cool.
Right.
Is there anybody out in the grounds?
No. You head on up.
Walk
This
straight
is
to the
immediately after the very end of the book. So, like, this is like right at the end of the major events of the plot. You head on in. The door is ajar at the entrance to Fowl Manor.
I was going to press the beepy button at the gate.
The gates are open. They're actually, one of the hinges is broken.
Okay,
Like it's
cool.
off the thing.
The door's ajar.
Yep.
And we walk through. Does it look neglected? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Desecrated? No, that's not it.
Has it been-
Derelict?
has it been
Make a
abandoned for
perception
while?
check as you search the building.
I just want, like, does it look dangerous is my question.
It looks like it was dangerous. It doesn't have a vibe. Ooh, one success. You don't notice the intricacies, but it seems like the main hall has been absolutely destroyed, like smashed apart by
Cool.
something big.
I would like to pull out a gun.
You pull out a gun. Cool.
You've got a gun?
He has whatever he wants.
Would you like one?
I would love a gun.
I get him a gun,
Thank you.
but I give him a handgun.
Oh, what sort of gun have you got?
I've got an assault rifle.
Always got to be bigger.
Always.
All right. Got a handgun.
And now, are you guys gonna have to look around?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get you. Why don't you guys make perception checks? Let's see if someone can find something interesting.
What's the check?
You pass. You have 4 successes. So you head around and you actually make it up to the master bedroom of the house. And when you do, you open the door and there's like a smear of ash and grime in a bed that is sort of dented with the furrow of where someone has lain for a long time.
Is there a shape of a body?
Just
Like the...
ash and grime. Like the bed is full of ashes.
Can I tell what the grime is?
You're not sure.
Okay.
It's some kind of residue.
Okay. All right, I'll leave.
Cool. Your radio buzzes.
I'll answer it.
Hello.
Hi.
It is
again.
Jeremiah.
Hey, Jeremiah. How you going?
Have you got anything to report?
I've only inspected one room, but it does seem like what you said's correct.
The pages spoke nothing of the detail. Tell me, you find the body.
No, it's actually just ash and grime.
Oh, I know what happened now. I read the book while you were gone.
That was fast. Cool.
Wow.
You've been there for 16 days.
Have we?
Yes.
Okay.
Time moved
Wait.
differently.
And then you hear like the sound of him rapping on a clock. And then he's just like,
No, sorry, 16 minutes. I was wrong. But I read it. I'm a very fast reader. I use my Kindle. No.
2 speed.
Yes, double speed. I keep up with the text. So, it seems they've been killed by the biobomb.
Oh no.
The fairies have murdered them all.
Yep.
That's not a happy ending.
No.
The next 7 books are just empty pages.
Oh crap. Okay.
Yes, so you must travel into the time stop, and you must ensure that Artemis avoids the biobomb.
Okay.
He needs to take those sleeping pills.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You have a good day.
You too.
All right. You hang up.
No, you.
No, you first.
No, you hang up.
No, you first.
Oh, it's my arthritis.
and you hear his hand creak as he reaches up and presses the
Snaps
off
as he
button.
presses a button.
All right.
So we have to drug the kid.
Apparently, yeah.
Sleeping pills.
Ding. Jar of sleeping pills.
Okay.
Cool.
So we'll travel to the time stop.
Going into the time stop. What are you disguised as?
What's a time stop?
What's the time stop?
Yeah, do you have any information?
It's a time stop. It's a fairy time thing. They make a bubble of time in which the inside and the outside of the bubble can't interact with each other.
Is this at a point?
Would
of,
it logically make
chaos
sense for us to be fairies?
If you'd like to be fairies, you could choose to be. As far as you know in the book, only the members of the FOWL household are the only people in the time stop. But if you could come up with a way that you were in the periphery, like you could be hikers or something.
I was
that
like, how
happen to
big are
be
the
nearby,
fowl? Yeah, fuck it, we'll go
that's-
hackers. I was thinking like poachers on their land, but yeah.
That's fine too.
Wouldn't be
What? You can be a fairy if you make the case to be a fairy.
fairy.
Why?
Because it'd be fun. Fairies.
Look at my wings. Just be fairies.
What
Plus,
will,
I really think they fit in with the whole.
if we're fairies, why are we here?
Have you not read the book?
No.
You're there
Dude.
to eliminate Artemis Fowl.
As fairies?
You're actually there to rescue Holly, who he's taken a prisoner. He's taken a fairy police officer prisoner. So brief recap, just so you guys know. I'll give you a bit of synopsis.
That would be great.
So effectively, what happens in Artemis Fowl is after his dad dies, smuggling a shipment of coke into Russia, Artemis, his family kind of goes broke because Artemis funds a whole bunch of research expeditions to like try and find his dad. He's convinced his dad is still alive, and he drives the family into a huge amount of debt, and their crime empire is collapsing. But Artemis is like, I'm gonna win it all back. So he finds a fairy and steals her magic book effectively, and then uses that to ambush a fairy police officer because he knows that they have a ransom fund of 1 ton of gold, and if you successfully deal with them, that they have to like uphold. Fairies have laws, like they can't enter your house without your permission and all that kind of stuff. So basically at this point he's being sieged by the fairy police to try and get Holly back because they are not too fond of the idea of paying a ransom to a filthy. They call them mud people, I think. The
Yeah,
humans.
something like that,
I think they call them mud
So
people.
he's kidnapped
a fairy.
a fairy.
Yeah.
Called
And holding them.
Holly Short
And Cole.
of the LEP Recon team.
Okay.
That's the Lower Elements Police Recon team. Also the LEPRECON team.
Wow, look at him go.
The puns.
LEPRECON.
Leprechaun.
It's good.
I get it.
Yeah, so I'll be
okay,
fairy.
good. I just wanted to make sure.
I'll be fairy.
Call me Pix McGee. I am a fairy.
Cool. So you all become fairies.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
You don't have wings.
Oh, I want
Yeah, no.
wings.
You only have wings if you have the equipment.
Correct.
That's fine.
You can probably create, but none of you know how to fly. It's like actually a device.
Do we get cool fairy guns?
Oh, it's a device.
They don't cool fairy guns. I'm going to say that your editor doesn't have a nuanced enough understanding of
That's
the book
fair.
to
That's
create
fair.
cool fairy guns.
Unless I see one.
Sure. Yeah. Unless you say one. Cool.
Okay.
So you appear. You're going to appear in the manor.
Yep. Let's do it.
Very nice.
So
Are you in, out? Where exactly are you appearing?
I think we could be in.
The attic.
Cool. You pop into the attic, which I'm not sure if it exists, but it does now. The three of you small fairies, you're about 3 foot tall, or 4 foot tall, or something like that, pop into the attic.
Oh, careful on your feet now. We don't want to disturb any rafters and dust. And
This is the best day ever.
Cool.
Can we hear anything downstairs?
Yeah, you can hear.
we listen?
Currently, you actually hear suddenly a roar from downstairs, and then several clattering gunshots. It sounds like a human firearm going off.
Let's go.
You'd recognize it to be a small arm.
You still got them sleeping pills? Wait, are the sleeping pills now like this big, or are they still like?
They're still huge.
I would
They're
like
dragging
to.
across.
I would like to equip everyone with a small dose of sleeping pills.
Sick.
Cool.
All right. Let's make our way to the attic exit.
Yes.
Shall
So
we?
you head down.
And surreptitiously find a way to look into the house.
All right. You pop down into the main avenue, and you are near. You remember you're sort of near the master bedroom. But downstairs leads towards the main lobby where the calamity can be heard. There's a lot of shouting and a lot of crashing.
Right.
Being very sneaky.
Yeah, sneak and investigate
Which way are you sneaking to?
towards the kitchen.
I would go towards the calamity.
The calamity. You're following.
Their
Yeah.
choice.
All right. So you're trying to stay stealthy.
Yep.
Make a stealth check.
Just walking.
You just walking. Okay. He ruins your stealth check.
I mean, I'm a fairy. I'm 3 foot tall. I've got to be pretty light on my feet.
Okay, so you head down. It's fairly easy to navigate towards the sounds. The door creaks open, and downstairs you see a massive giant of a man wearing medieval plate armor, swinging a flail, fighting what looks like a troll in the middle of the room.
Well, this is quite unexpected.
Things are crashing and bashing, and
So
yeah,
it's just the man in the iron armor fighting a troll.
that
Nothing
you
else.
can see. Yeah, there seems to be a fairy in the room too, flitting about.
Can I roll perception? See if I can find out any more.
Sure. Challenge. Well, I'll give you more based on what you roll.
2.
This probably you probably don't see anything other than the major, which is that there is a man fighting a troll.
Are they very preoccupied? Could we possibly?
Yeah, I would
They
just
are
try
very
and,
past them?
I'm just going to try and pass them. Continue exploring.
No worries. It doesn't take you long to find a small Irish boy who is seemingly busying himself with something. He's on his own at this very moment because, you know, a very big fight is happening. This is slightly not what happens in the book, but that's fine. It's been a long time since I've read it. And yeah, he's fiddling with something. He seems to be opening, like, quietly off to one side, double checking something's okay. And you can see he's got something in his hands.
Boy, what happened here?
He turns around, startled, looking at you all. He's wearing, like, shiny sunglasses, too. And he's like, "How did you get in? You're not supposed to be here."
Either was the troll.
"Butler!" he shouts out.
Uh-oh.
But Butler is busy.
I'm gonna grab him.
You grab him. Mm-hmm. He looks angry, and he's like, get your hands off me."
Can we get you to grab him?
He doesn't resist, though.
I'm gonna tell you to now.
I go over and I help.
Drug the boy.
"What are you doing?"
I hold him down.
You hold...
I'm going to wrench his mouth open.
Have you got pills?
And I'll
Yeah.
I'll put the pills.
And-
He sees them because he's a genius. He's like, "Wait, it's not time for that. That can only happen right before the time stop ends.
What?
What the devil do you mean?
My plan." And then you see what's in his hand. He has a bottle of sleeping pills, but they're empty. And he's like, "Someone took the sleeping..." Was it you who took the sleeping pills? What's going on here?
No, you need sleeping pills.
I just say, we've got plenty, and I shake my little jar.
Where are you from?
It doesn't matter.
Fairyland.
Galvin, get that radio. Find out when he's supposed to take the sleeping pills.
Calvin, okay.
You're not from around here, are you?
Quiet.
And you're not from down there either.
Quiet.
Where are you from? You're getting on the radio. Where are you from?
What does it matter?
I'm very curious.
Yes, hello.
Is there anyone else there that can help us?
I have been assigned due to my experience to your special case.
Okay, well, we're in a bit of a pinch right here.
What can I help you with?
Well, there seems to be a situation taking place out in the foyer area. There's some magic beasts
Good,
fighting.
yes, Butler is going to subdue the troll. He's all going to plan.
Oh, okay.
What's with the sleeping pills? What's the point? Why?
They stop you being stuck in the time stop because you take the pill and then you fall asleep and you're not stuck. It's kind of convoluted, if I'm honest, maybe almost a plot hole. It's a little bit of a hand wave, but look, it's a book. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Fuck it. I give the kid the bottle of sleeping pills.
Okay.
You're just gonna shove it down his throat.
He says, you might be wanting some of these too, you know.
We'll be fine.
Oh, I don't know about that. How are you gonna get out?
I'm just going to walk off.
Come on, team. Let's leave.
All right, have fun with it then. He's got a gleam in his eye, which you somehow can see through his sunglasses.
Does he
I
take the
turn
pills?
to you and say, I think that maybe we should keep an eye on him.
I was just going to skip forward.
He might not be the Artemis FOWL that we're hoping he might be.
Was there something off about him, perhaps?
You gonna skip forward?
It's your decision.
Are you still on the radio? We're getting the sleeping pills. Is there any change to the book?
It's all unfolding before me.
Unfolding how it's supposed to be?
Read ahead, man.
It seems better, yes. They are not dead at the end, no. Not dead at the end. But it's still in flux. Are you leaving?
And the radio starts to cut out.
No, he's making funny noises now.
God damn it. Back into the damn room.
And go back into Artemis.
Okay. Artemis is now Butler has made his way into the room, and you're like, as you don't get spotted, but as you pop around the corner, he's now with Juliet and Butler and Holly, and they're all together. And they're going to head off to the plot if you're not going to interrupt them.
Should we just watch them?
I would just watch them.
The plot proceeds as it does. Time passes. There's some dealings. There's some arrangements made and gold transferred as their LEP recon team eventually give up on their attempts to defeat Artemis. And at the end, they all sit around, and Artemis explains to the group that they have to take some sleeping pills, or else they'll be killed, because the LEP recon team are going to drop a biobomb, which will kill all living life within the time stop. And they have to break out of the time stop, or else they will be unable to leave, basically.
Great.
Cool.
Seems good.
Don't mind us. We're just watching.
All right, you sure you don't want one then?
No, I'm good.
Are they taking the sleeping pills?
Yeah, the others
Will
are.
they take
Artemis
it if
is
we
the
don't
last one
take
to
it?
take it.
Do we have to even act like we're taking them for them to take them?
Well,
or
we
we're just
can
gonna do it
just-
anyways?
You're three fairies standing there, right?
Okay. That's right, I keep forgetting that.
And he's just like, well, have fun with it.
Okay. We'll let them take the pills.
Cool. They take the pills.
As they drift off, we leave.
Okay, how do you leave?
We teleport to another time.
You attempt to teleport and it doesn't work.
Oh, great.
it seems that there is a strange and powerful magic affecting you, stopping you leaving from the time bubble. Haha, this is what happens when you hand your world to other narrators. He decides that there have to be stakes, and one of those stakes is that the magic in this world can affect you.
And it's well done.
Gosh darn it.
So should we take the sleeping pills to escape?
I down a thing of sleeping pills.
You just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Go for it.
Okay, cool. You take sleeping pills, and when you awake after a long rest, in foul manner, you awake, tied to a chair in the basement. All three of you.
How
There's
are
a
we
young,
tied?
very, very securely tied, with your hands behind your back. And a young Irish boy looks at you and he's like, "So then, you ain't fairies, so what are ya?"
Can I move my hands? Like phalanges.
Destiny roll. An 8.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
You're wriggling, but you're not quite there. There's a rope between, like, going through there, and you're like, yeah, yeah.
Can I break my thumb?
Why don't you just make a knife?
Can you go?
Because there's no way to hold it if my hand's like that.
You can attempt to make a strength check.
What's my challenge level?
Oh my god, to break your own thumb? 4.
Just dislocate it.
Really? Or dislocate it? Like you would get out of
It's
handcuffs.
not gonna
Okay.
break it, it's just gonna dislocate it.
You can make an endurance check more than anything to go through the pain. Challenge level 4. Level 3 is skilled. I'd say you'd need to be a little bit better than a skilled person to break your own thumb.
You can learn how to do it in an afternoon. To
It's
get
a
out of handcuffs.
willpower thing.
I'm former British SAS.
Okay, 3.
French
You've
SAS.
argued. You
1, 2, 3, 4.
succeed either way, see?
Yeah,
And
I
the
do.
tension was removed because you complained.
Crack.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You break your finger, but in the process, Artemis is glaring at a lot of you and he's like, "How did you get here?"
Magic.
Mark my words, I'm going to figure it out. You've got a power, don't you? And then there's a crack and a snap, and you'll disappear.
It's going to plague him
So
for the
you're
rest
gonna
of his
magic?
life.
You're gonna
What,
magic
the
something
broken
out of that?
thumb?
The disappearing people.
Maybe. Maybe it will.
I was like, what the devil did you do? There's another book now.
Can we go check on our boy? Is it Jeremiah?
Yes. Do you want to head to the scribe center?
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
You have done well, but your finger looks broken.
It will be fine. It's not the first time.
You have done well. Thank you for fixing one of my favorite novels I read today.
Wait, did we just fix it?
Yes.
How?
You made sure that he got the pills.
Yeah. He's going to be confused because he knows there's these three fairies that were all randomly there that weren't part of the leprechaun or weren't part of anything else.
The plot is
That just showed up with sleeping pills.
the plot is a bit
Okay.
bit messy, but it's a kid's book. I think they'll allow it. We'll need to send a D-class team to clean up the details. But the major thing is done. And you have found a new villain. Michael from Texas Roadhouse. I hope your next encounter with him is not more dangerous than this.
Well, good work, team. It was a bit rough around the edges, but for
Was it A-class?
It was A-class.
an S-class mission, we did damn well.
And there was no vomit this
It was A-class for danger because I knew that the magic was going to be... I was like, worlds with strong magic might be able to affect the book breakers.
Okay.
Because otherwise there's no risk, right?
Yeah.
I'm still confused. How did you dislocating your finger get us out? Of
He has to snap his fingers to
That's
teleport.
how we do things.
Makes more
Linda,
sense now.
Linda, you did good work. And Jacob, so did you.
Thank you, sir. Second assignment.
Well, I think that puts a pretty good bow on it. Goodbye, everyone.
And he turns and waves towards the room of scribes.
And freeze frame.
And then
Credits
freeze
start
frame
rolling.
the credits roll.
It's like 9.
That's how I'm ending it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
There you go. We broke Artemis Fowl.
I'm going to have so much fun continually making up names for you guys.
So, I actually really want to run an Artemis Fowl one shot now.
Yeah.
Just an Artemis Fowl one shot where he takes you, like, you have to do an Artemis Fowl mission with him.
That'd
But
be cool.
That's all. See you next week.
we
What are we
should-
doing next week?
Well, before that, we should mention that this was a Patreon voted as well book, and we
It
should
was.
thank our lovely Patreons for supporting us. Thanks, guys. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you all.
I'm glad you
Wouldn't be
hung
here
out with
without
us.
you, so it's very much
Should we
appreciated.
bring down the bar?
Yeah.
Should we bring down the bar?
Bar. Yeah, Patreon bar.
There we go.
This
There
one.
we go.
Thanks, patrons.
Yeah, cut the top of our head.
Well, you get bonus. You get bonus patron time.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we do it at the end of campaign episodes, don't we? I can't remember. But AJ Macy, hey, thanks.
The Dark Box, thank you so much.
If you want more awesome content, follow narrator Dave on Twitter and YouTube.
I haven't posted on
That's
YouTube ever,
weird.
and I haven't posted on Twitter in at least a month.
That's weird.
Carolyn.
Sagacity Lost.
Ray and Naya.
Yell, Hatrice.
Tickle Duck.
Rogue Soprano.
Thanks so much, everyone.
And thank you to all our other lovely patrons. I see them there. Look at them. They're beautiful.
So many of them.
So many.
They're so good.
And we wouldn't be here without them.
Hey, we'll be back to regular content very, very soon, too.
Sorry, I was going to answer your question. So next week, we're going to be doing The Wizard of Oz and Wicked combined into one. And I'm going to be narrating.
And you're going to do so well. I'm excited.
I'm absolutely petrified.
I know those worlds. I know the Wizard of Oz. Finally, something I know.
Damn it, I forgot to
feel like I
change
can
the background back to
participate
Fowl
more.
Manor when we went back to Fowl Manor. I ruined
Wait,
it.
was it conference room the whole time?
No, it was Fowl Manor, then conference room, then it stayed conference room.
That's funny.
It's hard to do three things at once.
It is. I mean, the future of it is that we'll be switching. We should wrap up for the video.